wait for a few people to jump on. Guys, I'm so excited. I got a new phone. So, only problem is I can't really do lives with this little phone. So I'm back on the iPad, which is good because it flips me the right way. So, today, well, let me see if I can get myself on. Yay! Okay. Go beans, I'm on. And I'm on. I'm on. Okay, thank you, Jesus, Dusty, you're so loud. Okay, so, hey, I can actually put me on TV. We got to do this more often, y'all. Okay, so, what I already told you about my new phone. Okay. Yay! I'm still learning it, but it's amazing. It is a what do you call it? A Z Fold 5. This is the Samsung version. Oh, it's so cool! And if I open it up, you could actually see me doing it right there too. Yay! Okay, so anyway, enough with playing with my phone. Okay, so if you're popping on, I can't see the comments, but I'll reply to the comments. Hey Danielle, I'll reply to the comments when I'm done. So here's if I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. Do you see that? Do you see that right there? That is my new microwave. So, because it had gotten so hot and then Childline was going live quite often, I kind of strained it. So, we went out to Home Depot and I have an anniversary coming, so we kind of went, oh, we'll have an anniversary togetherness gift, and look at my hair. Oh my God. But anyway, we got us a new microwave. So it works really good as far as the reheating stuff because we tried it yesterday. But I want to go ahead and do a cook. And I'm going to do a meal, but I'm going to do a meal to where it's going to, oh, and I forgot to get my rice. To where it's only going to take maybe 30 minutes at most to complete my meal. So what I'm going to do first is brown my ground meat because I do need to have some meat that's already browned. Where I'm making a what do you call a unstuffed cabbage casserole. That's what I'm cooking. So I'm using deer ground. We do our own processing. So I'm using deer ground, and I am not gonna. I'm going to season it, but I'm going to brown it up in my new microwave. So I'm like all excited. So to brown ground meat, it should only take about 5 minutes. And this is a new microwave, so hopefully it'll be done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start it for like 30 minutes and see what happens. And then mix it up because I do want everything to get brown. So I got to go ahead and do my staple seasonings, you know. You know how I go. Hot roll, I don't measure nothing. Tonie sachets, garlic powder, and onion powder. There's the salt, the pepper part. Mix this up real quick. And I'm browning this in the stack cooker, y'all. I'm only using, because it's only gonna catch the little bit of grease that's in our deer ground. I'm only gonna use the little 2-quart the 2-quart container instead of the 3-quart container. We definitely gonna go ahead and put the cover on it. Dang it. Yay, it's working. I won't need these again, so let me go ahead and put these away. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and get pretty much the rest of the stuff together. So, what this recipe is something that I Googled. I've done it before, but it is something that I Googled. And what it requires is it requires a small head of chopped up or shredded cabbage. I have that here. I went ahead and shredded that ahead of time. But what I'm doing is I am going to be baking it pretty much. I'm going to cook it in the microwave. Because it does use raw rice, I need to have a cover, okay? So it's going to go in the microwave like this, and it's going to be times based on cooking your rice, okay? Because I am putting raw rice in there. But I'm going to go ahead and dump my cabbage in. We're fixing to go on vacation, and although I had it going on a month now in a French mart, it was just now starting to get a little brown, a little black, where I cut it in half to put it in my deeper French mart. But because we're fixing to go on vacation and we're going to be gone for a week, we're kind of wiping out the refrigerator, so to speak. So I'm making meals and things that are combining everything, and very much out whatever. Okay, so if you see how much of it's cabbage, it's coleslaw. How much coleslaw is in here? Okay, so we also did our own stewed tomatoes. So because we did our own stewed tomatoes, I have no need to chop an onion. I have no need to chop a bell pepper. I have no need to chop a garlic, because it's all in my jars. Now I am using a quart and a half, basically, a quart and a pint. And because it pops, so it's good. But anyway, I'm using both of these jars. And we're just pouring it right up on top. Juice and all. I'm going to get rid of these, because once you break the seal, they're not good anymore. Oops. And alright, I just want to check on my meat. It's been in for 3 minutes. Oh my God, 3 minutes, guys. Okay, so I'm going to bring this kind of up here. 3 minutes. Let's see that. 3 minutes. It still has some bread to it, so I'm going to actually just chop it up again, make sure it's all broke up. There's really not a whole bunch of pink left in here for 3 minutes. Boy, we got a kick-ass microwave. I'm so excited about it. But what we're doing, like I said, this this is a casserole deal right here. The good thing is that I will be able to go ahead and take this casserole, whatever's left, and I can put it in some Benton serves, because you know the Benton serves you can put it in the freezer, right? And Bubba uses the Benton serves for work. All right, so put that back in there. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the microwave for another 3 minutes. And let that cook. Let me get to my rice because I need some rice. Alright, so of course my rice, I hold my rice in the modular. And for 2 pounds, I mean, you're gonna make your rice the same way it's gonna be. You know, if I want 2 cups of rice in here, so I'm just gonna add my liquids after I've got my meat and mix. You know, cabbage in itself produces water, so we don't want a soupy casserole. But I'm also doing it in the microwave, and we're gonna see how this works out. So I'm going with 2 cups of raw rice, and I'm just putting that up on there. Now I will add some liquid to it once I have my meat in place. I will add some liquid to it. But you know, as Cajuns here, we don't like to waste nothing. So I'm going to be using my jars that my stewed tomatoes was in to be able to get that moisture. Okay, so I got about 1 minute and 21 left. Let me go ahead and I think I need a spoon instead of a spatula. What happened was, you know what happens whenever, you know the outcome anytime somebody says, what happened was, okay, so I had this little container on the side of my stove, in between my stove and my sink, and I have I guess you could call my kitchen decor as antique fleur-de-lis, antique New Orleans. You know, I'm a fleur-de-lis type of person. But anyway, I had this tin can kind of decorated deal where you could actually go ahead and write on it, spoons, forks, whatever. Y'all, when we were done with the decorating and everything, when I got it, Bubba don't like nothing to move, so he zipped it to the wall. When he zipped it to the wall, I couldn't, if I had water spill off of the sink, if I had food, whatever, it was nasty. Oh my God. And then, you know, I just love the Tupperware spoons, so I got extras. You know, I have mine, and then I have his, and everything was going into that deal. And it got to the point where I couldn't put no more in there. I mean, I got rid of this, and I got rid of that. So I told him the other day, one of our Tupperware directors showed a picture of her kitchen, and she has this amazing stove, and right behind the stove was like this little cafe rod, and all the spoons were hanging right there. I said, oh my God, I want to do something like that. Well, guess what? It's a project. Now that is a project, because he went ahead and he took out that little bucket, and he took all of my spoons and tossed them in there. So now I'm having to dig through the drawer to be able to find my spoon. They're color coded, y'all. If you want a simple spoon, it's blue. Duh. Okay. Microwave just dinged. Okay, so let me mix this up real quick and get the rice and the tomatoes all up into that cabbage. But yeah, if you're wanting a particular spoon and it's in a drawer, guys, it's color coded. Take a look at the colors. I can tell you that my favorite spoon is the serving spoon. It's yellow. Alright, let's get this out right here. And ironically, Bubba is actually cooking his breakfast, but he's cooking his breakfast outside. Because I'm doing this in here. I made him get everything he needed out the house first. Alrighty. Alright, we're going to break this up again, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Now, mind you, I had 2 pounds of deer ground. Now, deer ground is not just deer meat. We make our own deer ground, and it is with a percentage of pork fat. Just so happen to be a hog we kill. You know, why go spend some extra money? Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what this ground meat looks like. You see it? It's awesome. Now the good thing is that all this extra hog fat, just for flavor, is not coming into my casserole. So we're going to dump that in here. Okay. I want to show you this because this is amazing. Look at all this oil. Can you see it? Let me move a little closer. Look at this oil, guys. All of this oil and grease. And not to mention the other stuff that sits up on top. None of that is coming into our casserole. You eat healthier that way. And Lord knows, we both do. Alright, so I don't need this one no more, but I still need this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have a healthy casserole, y'all. I'm just mixing this ground meat up with the cabbage. I want to have everything in there. Again, this is probably the first time that I do it in the microwave. But I have cooked rice in the microwave, so I know what I'm dealing with as far as cooking rice, but as far as this other stuff. So I already know that my cabbage is going to cook off some moisture, but I do need enough moisture for my rice to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of water right on top. Let me get that water. Alright, so we were having an issue with our faucet water, our city water. So last year when I went to our Jubilee convention, our party, our rock on party, because it was rock on really all the way. Well, that was my first time going to the Tupperware store, and I picked up this water filtration pitcher. Guys, let me tell you, it's the best thing since sliced bread. I have a lot of things since sliced bread, but this is the best thing. So I'm just basically using filtered water, and if you notice, I'm only going with a half of this pint, because I only want to rinse out. I want to get the rest of my juice. I want to get the rest of my peppers. All right. out the way, and then I will give it another stir. And I'm fixing to go ahead and I'm going to take a picture because I don't want y'all just hanging around for 30 minutes. Although I could probably talk. I do have a cup of coffee. I could probably talk and we can go ahead and give y'all some good information. I guess one of the biggest pieces of information that I could actually give y'all right now, guys, the catalog is going away tomorrow. Big, big, big thing. Okay? Our catalog is going away tomorrow. Some of these items that are in the catalog have already sold out. There is no way to get them. They sold out. Yeah, use my new phone. And take a picture. I want to take a picture so that way I can go ahead and post it on the page. Before, and then I will take another picture on the afterwards, and then I will post the finished product in Tupper Treats Connections members page. If y'all are not in there, I would highly recommend from my business page, click Learn More, and that's your keyway into the door. Once you get in there, then make sure you go into the particular chats. I don't want to slam recipes down your throat if you don't want recipes. So I have a chat just for recipes. That's where this is going to go. Okay? So make sure you're in the recipe section of the Tupper Treats Connection members page. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it. Y'all, this thing weighs a ton. But I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to cook it based on the rice. So the rice is normally, if you're doing it on the stove, it's normally a 20-minute cook. I'm actually going to go ahead and put it on there. I'm going to put it in here for 10 minutes. I'm going to stir it, cover it, and then I'll throw it back up in there, okay? So let me get that going. And the good thing about this microwave is I can actually go ahead and set it for 10 instead of having to press time, cook, and then 10. So I've got it going for 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to y'all right now. And again, like I said, I am going to be I'm going to be posting the recipe, how I did it. Like I said, I just Googled the recipe and then I wing everything. So I appreciate y'all jumping in. I'll hit up on the comments as soon as I can sit down with my cup of coffee. Thanks for coming, y'all. Bye.